Hello, everyone. We're back to play D&D, and hopefully these wonderful people here do not get themselves killed by irritating the god of creation. But I am your dungeon master. I will be guiding these wonderful people through the wonderful world of Arethian, and hopefully we will be able to get them into situations where they can be heroes. We are going to quickly go over any announcements. Let's see what we got. 2 weeks ago, we had the end of our Price of Power campaign, our VTM game, which was exciting. So you're definitely going to check the end of season one over there. We should be releasing the trailer for the next show very soon. So you should be excited to see that.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. That is it for me outside of going over checking my Twitter to hear all the other shows that I may be in, which are always a lot of fun. Then we're going to go ahead and let these wonderful people introduce themselves. And we're going to go with someone who has not irritated me today. Kira, it's your turn.
If that ain't a sneak diss, I swear.
Oh, there's no sneaky about it.
Hi, I'm Kara A58. I play Aspen, who is enjoying life right now. They've been able to find their sister, which was trapped underneath the Underdark. They have a boat, and they're riding along with their first and only mortal friends as they traverse into the Magical Isles. So this is going to be great. I'm looking forward for our sea adventure. In terms of content, I always save that towards the end of the stream. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, just make sure to follow me on Twitter at thekara858, as well as the Cookout TTRPGs. And that's me.
Right. Next up is Ari.
Hi, I am Ari. I am playing Layla tonight, who is very excited about going on a boat. You can follow me at Small Shadow Snack on Twitter for all of my random thoughts and any projects I'm in. And yes, we want grits.
Sure. Ursa, you're next.
Aw, snap. I already talked about my grits. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ursa Ringer. You already know where I am. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. One day I will return to SoundCloud, but today is not that day. You already know what campaigns I'm essentially a part of. I'm still a part of Arethian Nights for some reason, even though Ree be hating. And I might be joining a new campaign, but that's at R's discretion for what I will and won't say. So I'm gonna just leave it alone. And yeah, you can catch me also at the Cookout TTRPGs, where I'm participating in a fun space trek. But that's it from me. Next caller.
All right. Next up, Sir Monolith.
Hi, I'm at Sir Monolith on the Twitters, and tonight I'll be playing Axel, the foolish man. Oh crap, you can't see it. It's fine. He's a joke. He makes a fool of himself all the time. And looking forward to Ree's interesting new unnamed project for when that'll be starting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, can't wait to get going again on the Price of Power whenever we are able to get back around to that, because we did leave a little bit of a cliffhanger that you should definitely go check out. Well, let's go see what's going to go on tonight, and we'll definitely blame Ari if she doesn't show up and something bad happens.
Accurate. Pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Anyway, last but certainly not least, Glyza, your turn.
Hey, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. Today I will be playing Dewdrop the Genasi, the lost Genasi from Minnesota, which is just south of Canada. I'm a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host, I'm a writer, variety streamer, talk show host of a show called Trial Run. To see all of the stuff I'm in, just go to bio.link/classical Glyza to see wherever you can find me. I've updated it tonight. So you'll see all of the things that I'll be appearing in next week. The most important one is the charity stream that I will be running. I will be dating or trying to date Huntress from Dead by Daylight, hooked on you as a charity stream, trying to raise money for a good friend of mine that's trying to safely go back to Germany. So keep an eye out for that. That's on Saturday. But you could just follow me on at Classical Glyza everywhere on the socials, especially on Twitter, because I do make all of my announcements there. I'm occasionally funny sometimes, I guess. But I'm always a delight. So thank you.
All right. And with that, our cast has been introduced, which means it is time for us to return to the wonderful world of Arethian. Last, we left our wonderful band of adventurers. They had just finished their meeting with Sir Mormaris. They enjoyed a very nice meal and received their payment for a job well done. Unless there are any conversations that you all wish to have that evening, we will wrap up that evening, let you all take a long rest, and then let you all decide on what you will do the following day.
I mean, you guys want a long rest?
Oh yes, I think they did offer towards the end of the night, uh, where
Oh yeah, your boat's open. That's right.
yeah, my boat is open, so that's where they're currently sleeping at, is in the captain's quarters. It was called. I think we decided the Lowly Island, right? Was that the name of it? The Lowly
The
Island.
Lonely Island.
The
is
Lowly
what they
Island.
called it.
Perfect. The Lowly Island. So, yeah, they're just relaxing in the captain's quarters. Of course, everyone else who's willing to stay, or of course, if you stay in your old place, we'll probably just meet up somewhere to see what the plan is before you head out tonight.
Reagan's at his crib.
Mm-hmm.
As is Dewdrop.
Oh yeah.
At my own house.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And it sounds like there are no conversations that evening.
Mhm.
So you
We
may
tied.
take your long rest, heal your damages, regain your spell slots, and all of that nonsense. What time would you all wish to be waking up this time in the morning? Would you be aiming for morning, midday, middle of the evening?
Oh, Reagan's
Okay.
like top of the morning,
Yep,
out there
same.
training.
Same.
In his
All right.
backyard, though.
All right.
Same. But I think Aspen would be actually try to discover who the crew is, like the important members of the crew is, before they made their way over um, to Aspen's and Dewdrop's location, just so they have a idea of who they're working with. So
Axel will probably get up early and be looking for an enchanter or whatnot, somebody that can possibly do anything for him with his weapon, because he has a shiny new weapon, and he wants to see if he can get a little more kick out of it. Got to be
And we will
prepared for the
start.
dangerous magical isle.
Then we will start with you all who are traveling at the moment. So Axel, roll me an investigation check. Let's see how well you can find yourself an enchanting person.
13.
It takes you a couple of hours, but you do find kind of stationed not in the library, but in a kind of a smaller building behind it. There is a group of blue-skinned humanoids, maybe around standing at about 6 feet, give or take. One of them who has these bright aquamarine earrings coming down the side of her face. Kind of looks over at you as you approach.
Earrings down the side of her face.
Yes,
Hey,
they're
like
the I forget what they're called, but they go from the earlobe and then they kind of go all the way down to
Oh, okay.
the
They're
clavicle.
connected. Okay, I'm with you now.
Hello. I'm searching for someone who's able to do some enchanting work.
I believe we're all able to do enchanting work. Is there something specific you wanted enchanted, and what enchantment?
Well, I came across this new weapon, but I wanted to be I wanted to make sure that it was able to both hit as true and as hard, or perhaps even truer and harder than my last weapon. It seems to have some neat tricks of its own, uh, but a little less accurate, and so I wanted to try and shore that up. We've got some work to do, and need to be as prepared as possible.
And what is the item? And what is the enchantment?
He pulls out the crossbow to show it to her, and in I guess, well, in technical terms, I'd be wanting to see how high of an enchantment she can raise it up to, because right now it's +0. So if possible, he'd get a +2, or I think +3 is the highest they can go. But I don't know if they're capable of doing that, or if you have them capable of doing that.
I can modify it slightly if you'd like for 500 gold. It'll take about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. That's a lot of time. Is there any way to do it faster?
Not here.
So
Did
it's
ask
just,
her if she wants to come with us.
is it just the equipment that you have on hand that's a problem?
No, but enchanting takes a time. There
That's
are some
fair.
materials that can speed the process up, but no one has those here.
That's fair. Well, I don't know if I can wait 3 weeks, but perhaps you'd be interested in possibly you and your friends joining me and our group on a adventure of sorts. Not perhaps putting yourselves in direct harm's way, but we're looking to set out to the magical isles and establish a foothold, if you will, to work from.
Persuasion check with disadvantage.
Wow.
I know, right? He's a
The
hater.
hatred is so strong. Now you learn.
Nailed
Oh
it.
no.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
For those of y'all listening, that is a 3.
I appreciate the thought, but I am no adventurer.
That's fair. That's why we'd probably let you stay on the boat with the crew. Don't want any of them to be in harm's way either, but I understand I understand. It's a dangerous world out there. You will be at the docks if you either change your mind or have any more questions. Maybe you'll be curious. We'll be around for perhaps a few more days, I believe.
I will note that.
What was your name again?
Bylus.
Bylus. Nice to meet you, Bylus. Do you know of anyone else in the city that has the ability to enchant things more quickly, or I'm probably just out of luck at the moment?
Weeks is the fastest that I know of. So you had Bloodstone. Those can be used to empower enchantments.
Interesting.
Faster.
Well, I will look around. Perhaps I may find one. And if you had a Bloodstone, how much faster would that make the process?
Well, it would depend on how much, but you measured it in stones, maybe a week per stone.
Interesting.
Would also depend on the nature of the enchantment itself, but the rule of generalities.
Well, that's fair. Well, thank you, Bylus. I will keep that in mind. It's good information, and perhaps I can find something to make our business now possible. And if I'm more fortunate, perhaps I'll see you coming down to the docks in a few days. But for now, thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye. Layla, I believe you wished to do something as well, is that correct?
Yes, she is up early for once and out of
We
the
are very
house.
proud of her.
We are very proud of her. She did not sleep till noon. She is up out of the house, dressed, probably tagged along with Axel, and then split up when he went to go look for an enchanter, and she's like, I've got things to look for, bye, and took off to go find some thieves' tools and to see if she could find swimwear.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay,
Find the nearest swimwear merchant.
it's fine. It's all fine.
We could just make some.
We're lucky intelligence is not her strong suit. It's a 9.
Well, finding a place where you can buy the requirements for thieves' tools, which isn't itself a set that you would buy at a store, but you can buy the components of a thieves' tools set, which is pretty easy. It costs you about 5 gold total.
Okay. So she'll pile them and just buy them. Then
You're not gonna steal.
you know, she'll be nice to this person.
As for your other question, you are able to find a tailor that is currently open. They seem to be a satyr with kind of darker brown fur on their legs and golden thin chains that goes around from their horns and then kind of down the back, almost framing their head and neck area as it kind of traces down and then goes back around underneath the armpits and then back up. And as you enter, they seem to be chewing on something and fiddling with their fingers. Oh.
Good morning.
Beautiful. Imagine my surprise when a beautiful young lady enters my shop this morning.
Thank you. I was coming. I may have an odd request for you. Where I'm going on a little trip soon, and it. Do you by any chance know how to make anything for like swimming in the water, like a swimsuit or some sort of bathing suit?
Are you asking me if I have them or if I know about them?
Well, if you have them, but also maybe if I wanted something a little fancy, if you could make it.
Oh, I do have things, but making them will take some time and effort.
How long?
Now, that would depend on the quality of what you wanted. If you wanted something simple, I could do it in a few hours, though I can't exactly speak for how much quality would be involved. If you wanted something made out of pride silk, on the other hand, that is a bit more expensive.
How expensive?
50 gold pieces per outfit.
Can I get 2? One in like a light blue and then the other in like a silvery color?
Yeah, if the gold, you can have as many as you like.
Just 2. I normal fabric occasionally makes me break out. So I have to be careful with what I wear.
I will take care of that as soon as possible. Give me a moment. And you see he kind of steps back, and behind him is this kind of long fabric, not quite tarp, but long fabric entranceway. And as he steps through, you hear him kind of rummaging with different things. And a few moments later, he returns with a small kind of silvery metal device that as it kind of opens, it almost opens kind of like a spindly, almost like spider leggy metal contraption. Well, if you give me a moment, I can take your measurements. I assume the items are for you, yes?
Oh yes. Not a problem. We can do this.
So you see him kind of hold the device, and you see the arms begin to kind of snake forward and almost begin to form not quite strands of light, but small strings of light. They kind of begin to roam up and down your body for a moment, and you see the machine beginning to kind of input different numbers that seem to input on the opposite side from you. You know, you can do this.
Excellent. any chance you could make it a 2-piece? You know, I want to try and get as much sun as possible.
Oh, cold. It can be as many pieces as you like.
Thank you. Just the 2 sets. I want to keep it a surprise for my friends.
For your friends or for your friends?
None of your
There's a
business.
difference.
I have just the thing for you. Give me 4 hours. I will take care of this for you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And here, I'll would you like me to pay now or when I come back?
You seem trustworthy enough. You can pay when you come back.
Okay. Well, I'll come back in 4 hours. Thank you. She's gonna
Is there
scoot
anyone,
out the door, try to go find Axel.
anyone else attempting to make any purchases today?
No, I'm good. I already have it. I'm wearing one.
Reagan will. Reagan will.
Hey, what would you like to purchase?
We going sword shopping. Let's see if I can get a better one.
Sure, there are plenty of armories nearby.
Does Reagan, since Reagan's a resident, does he have a working knowledge of which one would be best suited to what he's
Roll
looking
me a history check, I'll say.
for? Do I get advantage?
Yeah, history or investigation. Do you have anything in your background related to smithing or
No.
smith's knowledge?
He
You can.
doesn't.
I'll say you can make it with advantage. You were around soldiers. You may have heard some things.
Yippee.
You're so
Alrighty.
gossipy.
They're the same. A 1 and a 12. Roll 20s back, baby.
Well, you make your way. You find this kind of small, maybe 40 by 40 foot smithy that seems to be made of stone of some sort. It is very different from the kind of marble that most of the kind of permanent fixtures here are made out of. But you make your way inside and you find there is a single person hammering away an anvil towards the kind of back left of this place. And they seem to have kind of dark ashen skin. Looks to be like maybe at least 6 or 7 feet tall.
6 or 7 feet. There's a big difference between
Yeah,
the two, dog.
they are, because they are bent over hammering, so it's kind of hard to
Okay.
see their exact height since they're not standing full.
Well, Reagan will walk in. He'll be his magnanimous self. Excuse me.
Give me a persuasion check. This is more for how loud you are going to be to see if you can get his attention. Because smitheries are loud, so we're gonna see if you get his attention.
Okay, persuasion, not performance. I mean, I'll do either one.
Sure,
but
you can do performance. I don't mind.
All right. Like, it's more of a performance thing, so I'll go for it.
Entirely up to you.
He's better at persuasion. I'll do persuasion then. Yeah. 24.
As you call out, you see him slam the hammer down onto whatever he's making. It kind of looks like it may be a glaive of some sort, but you aren't too sure. And he kind of looks up at you, and you can see now that part of his face has been kind of covered in ash and soot. Yes.
Hello, friend. Reagan Perro, Paladin. And who might you be?
Pack on, Flint Carver.
Ooh, Aegon Flint Carver?
Pack on.
Hakon. Okay. I'm writing that down because I'm going to forget. Okay. There we go. Well, then, do you prefer Mr. Flint Carver or Hakon?
You can call me Pack on.
Okay, then. Do you run this fine establishment, Hakon?
Yes.
Well, this is just perfect for me. You see, I'm in the market for a new blade. Something a little more deadly than what I've been using. Because I can afford it now. Within reason, of course.
Kind of blade would you want?
Something sharper than what your average blacksmith would call an improved sword. I'm sure a man of your talents could muster up something way better than the competitors out there.
I can attempt to make you something. It'll cost you 20 gold for a sword.
Well, you see, friend, is this sword above average? I'd hate to put money down if it ends up being simply run of the mill.
It'll be the best sword I can make, same as everything else.
Can Reagan kind of insight check him to see what he's working with expertise wise?
Wish to see how good of a smith he is.
How good he believes a smith he is. Because it's not like Reagan is a smith himself.
Or roll an insight check. You could check his confidence.
All right. 17.
He doesn't seem afraid or nervous at the idea to you. He seems solid, stable. He doesn't seem excited either, though. He doesn't seem, particularly interested. It seems more like a standard job offer to him.
Oh, Reagan's going to smirk at that. And he's going to summon his great sword, making sure he has enough room so he doesn't accidentally cut him. Because that would be bad news bears. But yeah, he's going to summon it. He's like, can you beat this?
I can conjure a magical blade that you can summon out of nothing. But I can make a great sword.
I don't know.
Won't
This
be
one's pretty sharp,
magical.
friend.
It won't be magical.
Well, that's quite all right. I don't expect that much. I just expect a blade that's sharper and more precise than most.
But I can do that.
Now, you said 20 gold, was it?
Yes.
If I up the price, would you be able to say up the workmanship?
Sure.
By how much?
I can double fold the steel. That would make it sharper and more durable. Will take more time and more resources.
Steel? Steel is so common, friend. Perhaps there's a rarer metal, something a little sturdier, a little more
Do
deadly.
you have a rarer metal?
Well, not on my person, but I'm not exactly an expert. But I just know everyone has steel blades.
That is because steel is common. If you have other materials, then I could attempt to make something out of those.
Does he pull it out? Well, I could always up the ante, and you could use your expertise to find something even better. For if I were to find the material, it might be bogus.
Don't know what you mean.
I may not know what I'm looking for, even if you told me. But if you, an expert, were able to procure this on your own, I wouldn't be afraid to kick in a few more gold coins.
Cannot guarantee that I will come across rare metals. I can ask around. I'm not exactly filled with wealth or connections.
Well, I'm finding out more and more that gold opens doors, friend. I could also say a prayer for you. For what that's worth, I am a paladin after all.
Paladin of who?
Oh, you're telling me he doesn't know? Okay. He really said Paladin who?
A paladin of who?
Ooh, that sucks. A Paladin of Aldos, friend. He's not lying.
Ados is not a god of the forge. I don't believe Paladin will be helpful in this.
Do you believe we're restricted to praying to just one god, friend? We have a whole pantheon.
You may pray to whomever you like.
So what do you say? If I give you more gold, you can give me something more exotic, something better than common steel.
If I come across something different, then I can. But I'm not a man in the habit of promising things before I have them. I have steel. I can make you a steel sword. Come across something else, then I can make you a sword out of that something else.
Reagan is going to pull out 20 gold, hand it to Hakon, and he is going to hold one platinum piece. Just hold on to it and show it to him. It's like, well, promises can only get you so far. I'm going to need you to bank on it. This is yours, friend. If you can guarantee me that you will do your utmost to make this new weapon happen.
I'll look into it. Come back and...
Oh, he's persuading hard. You got to give me a persuasion check, dog. Come on. Come on.
Sure. Sure, you could try a persuasion check.
This is what Reagan does when it's not food, dog. He's here for it.
Sure, go for it.
And 25.
I will do what I can.
Does he look sincere to Reagan?
You think so? He doesn't seem to emote very much to you, but he seems honest. He seems like he's being very straight up with you.
All right. Reagan will thumb flick the platinum to him. And be like, very well. I will drop by at a later date to pick up my new blade.
Find me in a month or so.
Oh, trust me, friend. I'll have plenty to keep me occupied. And Reagan will walk out.
Roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier and a d4.
You are a hater, dog.
Persuasion.
My dump
Or
stat.
charisma. I didn't tell you how to make intelligence, you dump stat, alright? That wasn't me. I didn't say to do that.
I heard roll charisma. I'm going to do it.
I didn't say make that your dump stat.
So charisma plus a D4?
For those of you out there watching this, do not be like these people. Do not make intelligence your dump stat. Make strength your dump stat like everybody else.
That's my other dump stat, you jerk. It's just enough so he could be a paladin. Let me see.
This is your fault.
Charisma plus a D4, you said? Or a D6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, D4.
Yeah.
So 16 to start. And man, all these things are important. And a 4. So that's 20 total.
Okay. Let's see how well that goes later on. But you leave the shop. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Reagan will go back to the neighboring abodes, summon his sword, and lightly tap on Dewdrop's door.
Yes.
Are you there, friend Dewdrop?
Yes.
Are you coming out today?
We're gonna travel on a boat. Yes.
Well, I didn't know when you were gonna come out, friend.
I mean, is it gonna be today?
I don't exactly know. Things might have changed.
Okay, well, I'll come out.
Reagan will do the maneuver and about face. I'm not looking, friend.
Alrighty then. And then there's like a quick movement, and I'm out.
Shall we set off?
Yes, we shall. Let's go.
I'm surprised you don't want to take anything Minnesotan with you. More
I already
tacos?
have. I always am prepared for something whenever I leave the house. There's always something that I carry from Minnesota.
Very well. So many customs I have yet to learn about you. So many.
As long as we spend enough time together, you'll get to know a lot more.
Reagan just nods and takes it in stride. If there was innuendo there, Reagan would not pick up on that. Poor boy.
So where are we headed?
Reagan's headed toward the harbor if that's where Dewdrop wants to go as well. Cool.
All right, we shall go. I don't
Yeah.
have any plans of my own. I'm interested in seeing where this lonely island will take us.
Do Axel and Layla run into each other?
I'd say you all would be, assuming you all aren't trying to avoid each other.
No, they're. Yeah, if we came together, I'd probably head back out and try to find her, and I couldn't head back to the boat. But since she was also looking for him, I feel like they'd probably run into each other.
Reagan will probably
Absolutely.
not see you until you like very close. And it's obvious. But Dewdrop absolutely would be able to point you out in the crowd.
Ah, it is Axel.
What? Where?
We're there. I point.
Did we?
If
run into each
Axel
other at the
and
boat?
Layla wanted to meet each other first, you two absolutely could.
Oh, Layla totally probably saw him and then tried to sneak attack and jump on his back.
Oh,
Ooh.
Roll
She's in
stealth
a good
check.
mood.
Roll a
Hey.
stealth check. Hey, Axel, what's your passive perception?
18.
Well, it was 18 on the dot.
Nice.
Let's go.
pass it, you mean it.
I will say this will work. Roll an attack roll with your strength. This is
Why?
technically
Grapple
this
time.
is technically a grapple. So yeah, this is
Technically a
a
grapple.
straight
Well,
check.
it's
Praise
so
to Lord
what?
Cuddlesworth for successful
It's
grapples.
you want me to do it unarmed, right?
I mean, unless
Yeah.
she's doing
That's
it with
how grapple
daggers.
is.
No. It's
I mean, yeah,
only
if
a,
you wish to stab him,
no.
then,
It's only it was only a 7. She's not very strong. I don't know
It's
why.
okay.
But you
It's
might-
probably for the best. He's not very strong
So-
either.
narrate this. You know, actually, Axel, roll me an unarmed attack with disadvantage, because you don't know this is happening. You have no idea this is
Alright.
happening. You have been
Okay,
snuck up on. You are
alright,
being attacked. You are not aware of the attack, or this will be fine.
I don't think
Oh,
I
this
have
will be
unarmed
good.
attack set up as one of my default attacks.
Just D20 plus your strength.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty sure that's how that works.
Plus, oh no, proficiency done. Okay,
No, I don't think so.
it's fine. And then, let's see if we can get a natural one.
No, not like this.
Nope, both 4s.
Dog, roll 20 is
Layla-
not liking you right now.
All right, Layla, tell us what happens.
She just like sees him, gets this like impish smile on her face, and then like tiptoes as quickly and quietly as she possibly can to just gently jump on his back and goes, "Did you get your things enchanted?" And then
Oh,
hops off.
hey, hi, Layla. No, sadly, they
Oh,
said it would take like 3 weeks, and I don't
3
think we have-
weeks.
right? Yeah, that's so long. Like, I asked if they wanted to come with us. Maybe they could do it on the boat, but they were afraid of it being dangerous.
Why would
Nice.
it be dangerous on a boat?
I don't. Well, they heard Magic Isle, and they're like, and I'm like, calm down. You're on the boat with the sailors. It's fine. But,
I know, right? Like, what's up with that?
yeah. People, Do you need anything enchanted? Maybe you'd be better at talking to them. Not
Oh,
really my forte.
no. I was just ordering outfits. You know, it's a new
Nice.
trip. I got to have something new to wear.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't really have a lot of variety in my wardrobe, so maybe they've got something I could wear.
They were really nice. We should totally go back. Well, I have to go back in 4 hours, but you know, we could totally ask.
Ooh, well, how far away are they? Are they close?
She like turns around to like look to see where she came. She was 2 and oh yeah, not too far. Just down that street, and then you turn and you walk for about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. He said it took 4 hours for him to make it. That's definitely better than 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went a little fancier with outfits, but they I think he said he had pre-made stuff.
Well, maybe I'll take a.
We should get matching uniforms for everyone.
I love that
Matching
idea.
uniforms.
I love that idea. We need a team. Do we have a team name? I can't remember if we have a team name. That's okay. I'm sure he can help us come up with a theme.
It could be nice. Maybe we should see what everybody else's idea is first, because I don't know Dewdrop's sense of style. I don't know exactly what Minnesotians wear normally.
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe they have clothing customs. I don't accidentally want to mess with anything like that.
Yeah, you never know. I guess we could go ask.
We should, and then maybe find breakfast, because I kind of left the house and didn't eat.
Me too. I have not eaten anything yet today. What do you want to eat first, or?
No, let's find Dewdrop and Reagan, and also maybe Aspen's around here somewhere.
Yeah. Where is Aspen? I haven't seen him in a while. Since last night.
Well, let's go find them.
Yep.
And off she goes.
Right. And
Rides
as the
his
four of
invisible horse.
you are convening on towards this shipping vessel you have, what we're going to say is that we're going to skip time just a little bit as the 5 of you are together now, as the rest of the crew have finished boarding, getting themselves on to the shipping vessel. They have brought on the last of the supplies that they will need. And
by the way, did I get, because I was mentioning I wanted to get the names of the people on the ship.
yes, we're gonna do that together.
Oh, I forgot.
So I only have to do this one time, because you guys are gonna forget if I do it separately. So
You have no
as
faith in
all
this
are
dog.
getting-
Okay.
I have zero faith.
But he's
we're
honest.
almost at negative faith at this point. But as you all
Definitely
are coming together, you do see that the ship seems to be fully complete, and there are 2 people, a Minotaur and a Luxodon, who are standing on the the front of the ship, who seem to be going over a kind of a parchment map of the area. They seem to be about maybe 100 feet away from you, give or take, so you can't quite hear what they're saying, but you can see that they are there.
Perfect.
Do.
So we're all gathered together, right?
Yes, now you all are together.
Okay, yeah. And Aspen will make their way over to the 2 individuals. As states, we have returned from our adventure. How goes the preparation?
Going as expected. It appears that today is going to be a good day for travel. The sun is expected to be bright. I don't think there will be any storms.
Perfect. So we're set to sail for today.
Yes. Unless you all do not wish to leave today.
No, today was fine. I just wanted to make sure everyone had their items prepared for our time to travel. I'll be honest, my memory escapes me. I'm not sure if I capture your names. Could you tell me what your 2 names were?
Thus,
Was it?
Yeah, Zves.
Ooh, spell that for me.
Oh.
I could. Oh, it's Vest. Okay. And that was the Minotaur or the Luxodon?
Luxodon. And the
Luxodon.
Minotaur. And I am Oestri.
Estri. Actually, I don't think I asked their names because I don't think I heard these before. Okay.
No.
And
You guys have a habit of not always asking for names.
Oestri.
Estri. Okay.
Oh, with a I, not a Y. Okay, gotcha. Let me go ahead and.
I did the same thing.
I did. Okay. All right. Perfect. This is why I look forward to this adventure. Of course, you are well aware of my friends. This is the entire group here. This is Reagan, Layla.
Hello, friends.
This is Layla. This is Dewdrop. And this is Axel.
Good morning.
Oh, Reagan's walking right up and shaking hands.
Reagan's in an
It is
awfully good mood this morning.
He's being Reagan.
A nice, firm hand grip. If you're actually, what's your strength score?
Oh, it's
It'll
only
determine if
13,
it's
dog.
it's a firm shake and it's just hard enough that it kind of hurts the knuckles. And have you ever shook hands with someone who's like real strong and they kind of really grab hold? It feels like that. It's not enough to actually injure you, but it's you're kind of rubbing the knuckles on your hands after that for a little bit.
You both have very tight grips.
Oh, thank you. You get it from manning the sails and pulling up the anchors.
Well, I'm
and
quite
cleaning
assured
off the
it will be in your
barnacles.
care.
And which of you was in charge of this trip?
Aspen raised their hands.
You bought the boat after all, friend.
Yes. That is I.
Right, well, as I said before, there is a longer journey. It'll take us around the continent into the Isles. It'll take us a few weeks if the weather is good. We may be able to shave off 4 to 5 days. We have charged the soul gem, so we should be able to get to the calmer parts of the water without issue. I don't suppose any of you are the fishing types.
You could always teach me, friends. You know what they say about teaching men to fish.
No, I don't know.
Reagan looks
he's
genuinely
not a man.
flabbergasted.
I don't understand it. I don't understand his statement. We're not men.
You all haven't read the scriptures, friend. Come on, it's an old proverb back in Conestow.
He just looks towards Oestri and Savez, and they just shrug their shoulders. Like, this is not part of my culture. I don't know what this means.
How is everyone not from here? But I Reagan just sighs to himself. Well, a man can always learn a new skill. That's the bottom line.
We are from Pantheris, for the most part. We don't have a lot of sayings in general.
Can I do a history check with that location?
Sure.
Okay.
It ain't gonna do Reagan no good to do no history check.
Because I'm wondering if there's a connection between that location and ours. To have, because that's a location that mostly have like animal-based creatures, right? Like tabaxis and stuff like that. Ooh, that is nice. 16 on the die. So
excellent.
Okay, 17.
You know that the Pantheris Union is full of the more beast-like races. I'm not say that they are beast, but it is primarily formed by the Leonin and Tabaxi, which is where the Pantheris part comes from. It is a united front for all such races who are seeking to, who, as far as you understand it, we're seeking to make a place where the non-humanoid race, where the non-human races could be together, kind of like the opposite of the Republic of Eschia. It's a few centuries old now, coming up on 700 years to be exact.
Opposite.
It's
Wait, opposite
relatively-
of the place of Estria? Of what?
Not
Estria?
quite
Republic of Estria.
opposite. The kind of their equivalent. If the Republic has a lot of humans, had a lot of humans in it initially, and then kind of accepted people afterwards, the Pantheris Union had a lot of Tabaxi and Leon initially. They're not
integration is
opposite, but they're
coming.
similar. But over time, they have built a bit of a relationship, and their borders are more, I'll say, porous, not open. You know, their terrain is more of grasslands and savannas.
Wait, say that last part one more time. You said their doors are not open?
Their borders are porous, but not fully open. I mean, you can travel through it, but you have to still go through checkpoints and other requirements first. You can't just enter and leave.
Okay, got you. And what type of connections do they have from neighboring locations? Like, do they have any close relations with, say, Astria or the Draconic Empire, or?
You know, from on the map, they are above this one. They're in this area and then up. That's right here on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
I see
So-
Fort. I see Fort. What you call it there? Wait.
Yep. This kind of light orange color here above me is the mark of their territory. This area here where the forest starts and then goes up separates it. And I can actually show you guys on Roll20.
Oh, perfect.
'Cause I can't show
Made
the other
maps,
people,
dog.
though.
Use them.
Ooh, map time.
So as you see here, the Pantheris Union is to the north of you.
Where? Sorry, I got the main map. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Yeah, you gotta scroll down.
All right, got you.
Let's go a bit. Currently, it has positive trade relations with the Republic of Astria. You don't know if they have any relations with the dragons specifically. They are a good distance away.
Yeah.
You don't, but you know they do not have any negative relations as far as you know. You haven't heard of any negative stories like that.
Where's the Dragon Empire at?
The dragons are here.
Ooh, we like the furthest north.
Okay.
Oh, we are.
Y'all like it cold. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
That's
All
your
right.
people, big dog. That's your people.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I never saw it in a map based. Oh, wow. We have no connections to anyone but ourselves. Okay. It's just us. You just rolling. Okay. All right, then. This is actually very beneficial. You know, I'm gonna have to pick your brain about some of these other locations, but yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks. This helps out a lot. Interesting. So, yeah, in that case, they'll look towards the others. It says, is there any last items we need to pick up before we attempt to depart today? Anything?
No, we've got enough dried rations to last us
Is
the journey,
Lady
assuming
Peel
nothing
with
bad
us?
happens. Would you have walked her through the city?
No, he wouldn't have. He would go get her. Reagan would go get her. So he'd probably go, I have to go get the lady.
Oh,
I
yes.
suppose we won't be leaving until that one returns.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Did I have time to go collect my items?
You'd probably have to go do it now.
Eh!
This is the everyone use the bathroom before leaving.
Mhm.
Let's just
Also, yeah,
make
it's
sure
got-
you
yeah,
use the
4
bathroom
hours,
before we
right?
go.
So,
Reagan
take
turns
some
to leave.
time.
Layla's like, and then takes off after.
and Axel actually is just thinking, you know, like, what the heck? Sorry.
Oh, I thought Axel actually did that.
No,
Yeah, that's it too.
A fly literally flew in between my glasses and my eyes.
Wow.
No, but Axel's like, last minute items. I'm gonna go see the magic item vendor to see if they have a couple items I might want to pick up. And then I should be good.
I'll be on the boat. I'm good.
I'm
Perfect.
on the boat.
Perfect. Who would be, he looks towards Sylvester and Astri. Sorry.
Street.
Astri. Yeah, Astri. Yeah. Who besides my captain's quarters, who would be able to to introduce my friends to their places of residence in this location. Would it be one of you? Would I be able to pick for them? I'm relatively new to owning a boat and a crew.
We'll have Lynn do it.
Who?
Lynn.
Lynn. Who is Lynn?
L-Y-N or L-E-N?
Oh, he asked a
Or
question.
L-I-N?
L-Y-N.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I am gonna go and prepare my broom.
So I
Takes
guess
a lot to make it Minnesotan, of course.
Sure.
yes, I'm presuming this Lynn will, I guess it should help you to your quarters, I'm guessing. Oh, the protections. What does the ship have for making sure in case we come across issues, the ship safe? Is there any cannons or?
Well, we had only intended to go over this once, but as your friends all seem to be preoccupied, I'll go over it now.
Don't worry,
Come
I will
with us.
introduce it to others. That's not a problem. Ask will follow suit.
The pair of them lead you towards we'll say the right side of the ship, because I forget what that's called in the ship terms. But he leads you, and you see on the side there is a
Starboard?
Sure. Listen, if anybody watching this is a nautical expert, if you are expecting accuracy from me, you have clearly misunderstood which Twitch channel you're on. So none of it's going to make sense. But you see on the side there is a set of 3 what looks to be what is Aspen's Arcana rating?
Arcana? Let me check. I think they're proficient in it, actually. Oh yes, that would be +4.
Then you recognize these as arcane cannons. You know that they are capable of firing various different things depending on exactly what enchantments are on it specifically. But they kind of go over, these are arcane cannons. And then if you look down that way, we have 2 ballistae on either sides of the ship.
Is the arcade cannons powered by the soul gems?
It is. Ideally, we won't have to use them. But if we do, we can. The more often we use our weapons, however, the longer it's going to take for us to sit and recharge the gem.
Exactly. That's what I was assuming. That's why I wanted to get clarification on it.
We have a similar setup on the opposite side of the boat with these 3 cannons. Our gunner is Simia, a shifter who is very prone to wanting to shoot things. Do not let her shoot things.
Very well. I understand that passion quite well, but we could hopefully be able to temper that towards appropriate circumstance when need be. Oh, thanks for that. Once again, I put the Y where the I is in the first section. Thanks for that. All right. Very pro to shoot things. Excellent. And we have enough rations for the trip. That's correct.
Assuming you all do not eat an odd amount of food, yes. It's not exactly designed for excess. We are on a ship, not a restaurant or whatever else. There's enough for each person to get everything they will need.
Rightfully understood. In that case, everything sounds prepared. I guess we'll wait for Lynn to appear to introduce Dewdrop to her quarters, wait for the others to return, and then we can depart. 1 second, I forgot. My sister, was she planning on joining us later, or was that still more
He
like
did not join you this time.
She's not joining us this time? Okay,
She's
gotcha.
gonna visit later on.
Visit later on. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, no worries. Yep, that's it for me.
A
Does
few
our
moments later,
surveyor dragon need to go with us?
Well, they're
Oh,
on it,
yeah.
right? They're with
You
us,
have
right?
not seen her yet, so you don't know.
Mhm.
Granted, you haven't seen the whole place. You don't know who all is on the boat.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll double check on the ship because I know that she was supposed to be coming with us. So I'm going to double check on the ship to make sure that she is with us.
Cool.
Where you
Cool,
at?
cool, we'll get to that.
Hey, right? Hey, where you at? We gotta go.
It's my boat. I want
We'll
to
do
know
that
who won
later.
it.
But as you all are waiting, a few moments later, you see a woman whose face is kind of very pale, and you can see her left eye is blind, and she is wearing a necklace. Then on the going down the front seems to be various images and symbols. If you can roll me either a history check at disadvantage, or if you understand giant.
Ooh,
That's one of the only languages I don't know. Okay. Well, that's something I had to pick up.
you got Latreille on speed dial. Don't worry.
For
No,
Lord Severe.
no.
Let me get my multiversal call set up real
Yep.
quick.
Want to pay me in rice?
Pay me a rice.
Oh, no.
You said history with disadvantage?
Yep.
All right. Ooh, first roll was a 15. Second roll was a natural 20. So it'll be 16 total.
You recognize it as runes of, do you think is maybe divination? They're similar. There are certain parts of it that are similar to dragon, and they look kind of, just doing kind of a quick comparison. They seem to be of divination.
To volcanic ruins.
He comes over. Hello, I am Blinn. I will show you around for now. Are you ready to go, or do you need more time?
Well, you can show us to our quarter. Well, I know where I'm staying at. You can show Dewdrop to her quarters. She needs to. Oh, sorry. Voice a bit lower. She needs to make her place of residence Minnesotan ready.
Correct.
Okay.
Have you
Come
heard
with
of
me.
Minnesota?
Yes. I've
Oh,
been
wow.
many times.
You've been there many times, you said?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm so proud of that. I've hardly met anyone who's from there.
Perhaps we can talk about it later.
Oh, okay. You're shy. All right, well, just show me where I need to be.
And she does lead you down towards this kind of central stairway, I guess you could call it. It kind of leads down deeper into the ship.
Okay.
No. She leads you. Would you rather stay at the front or the back of the ship, Dewdrop?
The front.
Okay, come this way. And she kind of leads you. And you can see that as she's kind of moving, she almost seems to have a not quite supernatural sense, but she seems to, even on the side of her body that you would feel, she would have like a lack of perception on. She seems to be very aware of the ship and everything around her. This here's the room. She pushes open the door, and you can see that there is a single bed. It seems to be made out of some sort of fabric and what looks to be like feathers on the inside. And then at the foot is a large wooden chest, about maybe 10 feet wide, 6 or 7 feet tall.
It's a really
go.
big chest.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
I was supposed to tell people not to climb inside of the chest.
Perfect. Well, thank you. As you know how we Minnesotans are, I have to make this room.
Yeah, of course.
I will see you later.
Okay.
Then I lock the door.
It's one of those slide locks with the little middle piece on it. All right.
I'm
No,
gonna go
Dewdrop
check
is.
that really big chest. That's what you said, 6 to 7 feet tall.
Yeah, 6 to 7 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
Excuse me.
I'm
Very tall.
5'4",
It
just
is
to make
taller than you.
sure.
It is.
I'm
Yes, it is
5'4",
taller. You could.
and this
A
chest
human
at the
being
bottom of my
could-
bed, at the foot of my bed.
Shorter humans could stand inside of it. Yes.
Okay,
it's more
I'm
of a
gonna
wardrobe than a
I'm gonna
chest,
open this
actually.
chest.
Okay,
It's
I'm
really
sitting
more of
here
a
like,
wardrobe than a chest.
Okay,
Listen,
'cause
sometimes
it's
I
right at
forget
the
the
foot of my
words for
bed.
things.
It's
I
like
forget the
blocking
words of
everything.
things. Look. As someone who is in a college dorm, that is very regular. all
dog,
right?
the
That is
proportions
very
is off
regular.
the
It would
chain.
not
Look,
be at the
it's a
foot of my bed, it would be
wardrobe.
at the
It's a
top.
wardrobe.
It's a wardrobe
Listen,
battle.
this is my world. All right, this is my world. Okay.
Here we go.
Things work
It comes
the way
out.
that I want them to work.
The
all
truth
right?
is out.
You all can write your own worlds and put the furniture wherever you like. All right. This one, large wardrobes. All right. I forgot the word for wardrobe with chest.
It's a chest now.
And those are at the foot of the bed, and they are very large. all
Nah, it's a
right?
boudoir, dog.
No problem. Well, I'm gonna open it just to look in because I'm surprised at this big wardrobe at
It
the foot
is.
of my bed.
It is empty at the moment. You can see that there is a section where you would put like outerwear, kind of like a jacket or
Uh-huh.
something, and hang that up, and then below it there's a section where you could put other clothes.
Okie dokie. That's pretty much all I do.
Then as Dewdrop is making themselves comfortable, but we'll see what Layla and Axel are doing. I believe the two of you are sprinting through the city, trying not to be late. Is that correct?
Got a little pocket watch. And I'm late. I'm gonna be late.
Yes, Layla is moving as fast as her feet can carry her, as quickly as she can, because she's like, oh no, it's fine. I should be within the 4 hours.
Yeah, and
Yep.
Axel wants to go try and find a more general magic item merchant instead of the, enchanter. So he wants to see if they have some things that might be useful
Oh.
for their
Oh,
Oh,
we lost
coming
our.
endeavor.
We lost our
no.
Oh no. Well,
Oh no.
Oh.
well, for the
Well,
next 30
maybe we
seconds,
should
we're
take a
on
break.
commercial anyway. So
Yeah, we were-
once the
we were on
commercial
break.
ends, we're gonna go on break.
Yeah, I saw my ad just literally just came.
Oh, there he
wait,
is.
yeah, there he is coming back in.
yay!
All right,
Yeah, I literally saw ads for like a solid minute. It was coming through for a solid minute. I was just like, oh, okay.
I don't even know
Alright,
how
we'll be
that
back
happened, but it
in
did.
10 seconds. We'll be back
Okay.
in 10 seconds. Nobody will even know until they watch the VOD. It's fine.
Oh no, I think commercials comes out different for different times because I don't see any commercials on my
We're
side.
gonna pretend. We're gonna
You're saying
pretend.
only
It's
took-
fine. We're gonna
It only
pretend.
took
It's
Axel
fine.
10 seconds to find a merchant.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fine. Roll an investigation check. See how good a merchant you find. I'll be nice. I'll let you do perception for this. For investigation of perception.
Okay.
I'll be merciful this time.
No disadvantage, right? Shouldn't have asked. I should just roll.
Did you do something? I don't think you've done
No.
anything to give yourself disadvantage.
No. 14. Jesus.
Okay. You find. Let me check my stores here. Since
Rolling below
we've
my passive.
decided.
That's nice.
we have all decided that today is the day that we're going shopping.
You
I mean,
paid
we
us.
pretty much got home, and then it was like, all right, we're immediately leaving tomorrow. So there wasn't a whole lot of days in between.
You find Salazar's Emporium. Is an older female elf, the kind of beginnings of graying in her hair. She seems to be standing there, a long kind of dress made of that kind of thicker fabric, and she seems to be sweeping up as you enter. Hello.
Hello. I was looking for some magical wares, and your shop seemed to be in an interesting looking location.
I like to think so. It's very fortunate.
You wouldn't happen to have any of these items, would you? He has a short list of listing a ring of water walking, or cloak or boots of elven kind, and Baron's instant fortress.
Unfortunately, no.
None of them.
No.
Oh no. And what kind of things do you have?
I have braces of archery that someone sold a while back. Protection from evil and good. Healing potions. I've ever said of adamantine plate armor, but that is special.
Might be a little too heavy for me anyway.
I have some +1 crossbow bolts that I've never gotten rid of.
Question for the dungeon master.
They stack.
No, not that. The bracers of archery. Since I use a crossbow, those aren't going to work for me, right?
got
Or
you.
are we gonna...
No.
What?
Braces
No.
of archery works for all ranged weapons.
Okay. Well, how much are your braces of archery then?
2,000 gold pieces. No, 1,500 gold pieces. I changed the prices recently.
Well, that is very generous of you. You know, I think that sounds like a fair price for such a useful item. I've seen them in action. They definitely make the archers better. And
Very well.
Axel give her the 1,500.
And she does step behind the desk, and she pulls out a small locked box, maybe 3 feet long, give or take. And she opens it, and inside you see these ornate-looking brass and bronze bracers. And she passes them over to you.
Excellent. These look beautiful.
I'm told they are very reliable.
Oh, I'm sure that where I'm going, we will get some very good use out of them. He says, slipping them on, then pulling out his coins.
If you find any items or any magical items related to divination, I would greatly appreciate them.
I will keep an eye out for you. It may be a while till I'm back around these parts, but I will keep you up
Don't
here.
think I'm in any rushes at the moment.
And what was the name of the shop again?
Salazar's Emporium.
Okay. Well, are you Salazar?
Yes.
Thank you, Salazar. These are going to do me much, much, much good. Sorry you didn't have more, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Still found something useful.
Oh, I'm glad that I was able to help you, and if I come across anything interesting, I will make sure to hold it for you.
Have a great day, Salazar. And Axel turns to go on his way.
And with that, Layla, who is attempting to very quickly return to the shop of the person whose name she did not get before, and hopefully she is able to get back there quickly. As you are rushing back, you are heading straight back there, correct?
Yes, no distractions. Focused.
Okay. Right. Then you will arrive, and I'll say after the time it takes to meet with your friends, get back to the boat, realize you're late. You are getting closer to 3.5 hours as opposed to 4, so you are a bit late. I mean, not late, a bit early, excuse me. But you do see as you're entering, the shop is still open. Now you can see there's more people inside. There's some elves, some a few races you don't recognize.
She realizes she's just a wee bit early, and she'll just like browse around just to waste some time.
Look around and you see clothing of various different types, shawls. There aren't very much in the terms of wintry clothing or thicker clothing, which you know is not useful for you where you're going, but is appropriate for the climate.
She's like looking through the stuff and mentally is making a note of, if we ever go anywhere cold, I'm gonna need a really nice jacket.
A few moments later, you hear someone from behind you. I was not aware that you want to see me again so soon. I would have prepared something much more special if I had known.
Well, I just wanted to make sure I was back on time. Um, I thought I was gonna be late, and I would feel very terrible about that.
Well, I have finished your order.
You
I
have?
I have. I always aim to.
I'm very excited. Oh my gosh.
And you see that he does kind of reach out and hold what looks to be a kind of two fabric boxes. They're maybe 4 or 5 inches tall, but a bit longer than that. Here you go. Should be enough.
Thank you so much. Oh, let me pay. Let me pay. How much do I owe you?
Oh, for the pride silk and the outfits. And I like you, so we'll just call it 55 gold. Promise to
well,
send some of your friends to see me later?
Of course. I might even I will definitely come back myself. I'm a bard of sorts, so I always need clothes.
Oh, well. And I look forward to the next time I see you.
I look forward to it as well, and she'll pay. What are your hours here?
For the most part, it's whenever I feel like being here. Just generally midday. Midday.
Oh, well, luckily that's usually the time I seem to like to get up.
Some would say that is fate.
It is. I'm Layla.
Elias.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Elias. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time because you seem to be busy, and but I definitely will be back. And thank you so much for this.
Have a good journey.
Thank you. She's gonna like gently make her way through the crowd and then bopping down the street to go find Axel to get back to that ship before they leave without her.
Sure. And for those who don't know, Pride Silk, your AC you are wearing Pride Silk is 11 plus your Dexterity modifier. Alright, so while you all are rushing back, I believe Reagan is attempting to bring young Apila with him. So, as you
Young in
arrive,
quotation marks.
you do find that Pila is sitting with her Drake companion. They are both still inside of that kind of larger cave area where they had been before when they first started their journey out here.
Ray's gonna walk on up. He has no reason to be ashamed. They came on the trip after all. He'll just, Lady Pila.
Yeah.
I trust that you are well.
Believe so. Feel fine.
Well, you see, we're all about to embark on a journey across the waters, and I was wondering if you would like to come with us.
I believe that would be good.
Okay. And Reagan's like, well, if you follow me, lady.
And she does stand up to follow you, and the wyvern also pulls itself to its full. I think a wyvern is like 10 feet tall, I think. So it's 10 feet height. Wyverns are tall.
Yeah, wyverns are large creatures.
Oh, yeah. Reagan's going to notice that. He's just going to be like, well, you see, lady, I doubt the city is very accustomed to having creatures so large and so dangerous traversing so casually. Could you do something about this, at least temporarily?
Roll a persuasion.
My boy trying. He trying.
Wait, can't wyverns fly?
Yeah, they can fly, but like if it flew
Yeah,
over the
true.
city and they have aerial defense, it can get shot down.
Oh, that's true.
Dog, it's a wyvern flying over a city.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm presuming the city be like, it's fine. It's just one wyvern. You know, we got paladins all over the place. They'll
That
get
don't mean they're going to just let it through. Like, all right, persuasion. What I get? Did it roll? Yeah, it rolled 25.
And what would you suggest I do?
Do you have some way to reduce its size somehow? I do not know your ways or what you're capable of. Just something where it's a little more closer to our size, a little more friendly to the masses. Like friend Aspen has.
You do see her cast some sort of magic, and the wyvern is gone.
Rick is just looking around. Did you whisk it off somewhere, my lady?
Is handled.
Very well. And Reagan is just like, as you know, we'll have to pass through the city to get you to the boat. But if we keep your divineness to a minimum, perhaps we won't be noticed by the eyes of Ados.
I will trust you.
Reagan's gonna walk in with Lady Pila.
Yeah, she did some type of magic spell to put her divine on lock, so they should be able to sense her.
Yeah, Reagan can't censor. That don't mean someone more powerful can. Like,
Well, I mean, she said it. She said she put her a spell on her to keep her
Roll.
essence.
as far as she knows.
Roll me a D100, please.
Yep,
Oh, no.
There you go. I told you.
Well.
Oops, my bad. I didn't put the space in there. I got it. Okay, there we go. 96.
What's your passive perception, Reagan?
11.
Oh, no.
11?
Mhm.
Cool. You all are making your way through the city. Seems to be pretty straightforward. No one seems to do anything. And eventually you all make it back to the boat without any issues.
And Reagan be back at the boat. It's like, friends, is anyone about?
Yes. Wait, just to clarify, who all has returned at the moment, so I know. I know Dewdrop
Just
is
to make
enjoying
time
the
works.
chest. Go ahead.
We will say all of you have made it back together, at least on the boat, just so we can condense time here a bit.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we all have returned, ready to set sail. Are you prepared?
I believe so.
In that case, I do believe we have everyone. So if we have all of our last minute errands to run completed, I think it's about time we set sail.
Lady Piccolo.
Yes.
Shall I pray to the nameless gods, or shall I pray to you for protection on this journey?
No one has ever prayed to me before.
Well, first time for everything. Reagan's gonna try it.
What do you say?
Oh, you would.
And do you pray in front of other people?
No. Like, he's assuming he's gonna try to go to a part of the deck that's less populated. It's not like she needs to be with him when he prays.
Sure. You will say, you are able to step away. You aren't exactly hidden either, but you aren't in front of people.
Oh, that's fair. Perfect. So Reagan will say, well, our goddess Pila has joined us on our journey. I do not know the full scope of which she is capable, but I pray for safe passage for all travelers, protection for all travelers, especially my friends, and that we all make it to this mysterious isle in one piece, alive, whole, and hopefully with a new place to call our own and make names for the nameless gods. That'll be it. He ain't gonna be that long-winded.
There is a brief moment where you can feel something. A moment later, it's gone.
Oh, really? I can't. Can I roll something to see if he can chase that feeling?
Roll a religion check.
Sweetness. There we go. 16. That's not bad.
You attempt to hold on to this faint wisp of divine energy, and you can feel it pulling against you. What do you do?
Reagan is gonna divine sense.
Celestial and fiendish nature, quality. And then off in the distance, a bit further, you sense another celestial presence.
Do they match?
No.
Does it include Reagan himself? Like, is this sense he's getting independent of him? Or is
It
it
is not
him?
you. You will not sense yourself with your own powers. You know?
All right. So Reagan will just be like, well, by that reaction, I'll assume that it worked. If it's
The
Lady
second
Pila, then
one-
hello.
The second one is moving
The second one is moving. Is it walking?
toward you. You aren't sure. It's not moving very fast, but it's definitely coming toward you.
Yeah, Reagan will wait. He ain't scared. He prayed for something to happen. Let's see what happens.
You gonna find God today.
Little do you know, that's what Reagan's hoping for. So he waits. See what it's gonna be.
Oh, you're muted. Or your gate's cutting you out, Ree.
Oh, okay.
Haven't said anything yet.
Oh, okay.
What are the rest of you doing while Reagan is playing?
Well, you know, Aspen is assuming everything is prepared for the ship, so they're, you know, doing their captain duties of preparing to depart.
Does
That's
Axel see
captain's
Reagan over
duties,
here
yes.
doing his thing?
With your passive perception, I would say you could if you wanted to. They went out of their way. They went out of the way, but they aren't hidden from anyone.
He looks like he's in thought, right? He's deep in thought. Don't want to disturb him. Might just sit back and observe. Don't want to throw off his whatever's going on here.
Nice.
A few moments later, as the ship is finishing its last preparations, Reagan, you see a kind of a long, slender figure. They look they're definitely humanoid, maybe half elf. You aren't too sure from the distance. They seem to be wearing very, very clean white and gold armor. And you see that there are two swords on both hips. They seem to just be kind of watching you for the moment.
Hello, friend. Who might you be?
They don't answer. They're still about maybe 60 feet away.
Are they continuing to walk toward him?
No, they're just watching.
Well, there's going to be an awkward pause, of course. There's like, well, are you one of the gods? And then Reagan will ask in Celestial the same question.
What does Celestial
Roll
sound like
me-
to my ears?
It sounds odd to you. It almost sounds like a calming, like if you've heard wind chimes before, it sounds a bit like that.
Interesting.
What you want me to
Axel,
roll?
With your passive
okay.
perception, you see a bit more than what Reagan, and you recognize this person. They have the seal of the Church of Autos kind of framed on the center of their chest.
Yeah, he in trouble. Let's go.
And you realize they aren't looking at Reagan. They are looking at Pila.
It's time. It's time.
Waiting time.
Time to meet your natural one, King.
Shoot, after how Roll20's been treating you, you get to say that. I
Does
mean,
anyone do
Reagan's
anything?
talking. It's all Axel now.
Actually, do you do anything?
So I wait, or I do I know who? I don't know who the Pila person is. I didn't really interact with them. I mean, I
You know who Pila
you
is.
know
He's
them.
been around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You not be
Uh,
friends, but you know them.
For goodness sake, you two were awake at the same time when you were doing
what's
Watching the Cave.
Pila doing right now?
But she has now noticed the other person is kind of staring back.
How far away is she from me?
From you, less than 10 feet.
Just maybe look over, just kind of look over to her and Pila, is that a friend of yours?
No, I think they can see me, though.
Yes, they do seem to be staring awfully intently in this direction.
Should we be
Gonna be a
concerned?
problem?
I mean, if Reagan doesn't get a response from Celestial, he'll start walking toward the figure.
Perhaps our problem's about to be solved as he looks over at Reagan.
Can I have everyone make a dexterity saving throw, please?
It's time.
Everyone? How big
Putting
is this
myself
thing?
downstairs.
Yeah,
No,
right.
Dewdrop is fine. His Dewdrop is under the boat.
Awesome.
It did inside the room.
Wait,
As the
so
Kraken
where
bursts
was
out of
I
the
at
water.
during this?
I
Where
will say
was
that
Layla?
is up to you. If you are not on the actual deck of the ship, then you're fine.
Yeah, I was like, well, whatever.
We'll say
captain duty could
Layla
be.
is arriving with her clothes. It is, I don't know, doing Layla, whatever Layla would be doing at the moment.
Layla bobbling herself up
Mhm.
onto the thing. Well, because her and Axel left about the same time, so they might have arrived back at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
I will leave that to you in your judgment.
So I was just
no.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
knowing her, she probably would have dropped all of her stuff in her quarters and then has been following Aspen around. Just like, you have to show me the boat the entire time.
So that means we
So
both would have
fancy.
been downstairs showing them some of the locations. Like, oh, yes, follow me. This is a glorious occasion. And yeah, they would have been showing Aspen. I'm sorry, showing Layla some of the locations.
Yeah, 18.
Reagan got a 5.
Uh-oh.
Reagan, you're not very good at this.
It just happens like that. I don't
Very good at
understand.
this. You see, as you approach the figure, just as you're about to get off the boat, he kind of points a finger forward. There is this arc of radiant light, and you see as it flows forward, it engulfs you, Axel, and Pila in this radiant energy. And at first, you don't feel anything, but you begin to see Pila's disguise burn away as if being exposed to the light of the sun. And you see, as this happens, her original visage, this kind of divine infernal duality, is re-emerged from the light. And Reagan, you begin to burn from the inside. You feel as if the inside of your being is being brought to the forefront, and you feel the heat of every lie, of every deceit you have told. You
That's
can
a lot.
take 2d10. You can take 2d10 of fire damage, and you not fire, of radiant damage, and you will continue to take this damage as long as the effect continues.
Well, how much am I taking this time?
19.
I'm having that. I resisted. It's a 9.
Oh yeah, the Asabar life.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you on the bottom of the ship, you can feel something impact on above you. But you're not sure what.
Aspen looks towards Layla and says, "Do you
That wasn't
feel
me.
that?"
I mean,
I
I thought that was normal on boats.
a
I'm
heat
going
like
to
that.
open the door. What's going on out there?
I think something's
Should-
happening above
should-
deck. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Roll for
I'm
initiative.
gonna go out and make sure my door is locked.
Of course, that's what happened on the day we were about to depart, and they and I guess so. With Layla and Dewdrop, make her way up to above board to see what's there. We see like this like dome of white energy.
Yes. It almost
Oh,
looks like a miniature sun has emerged on the deck of the ship. Though it doesn't hurt for you to look at it.
How far away is the individual? Would you say?
Now he has started walking, so he's closing about 50 feet now. He's probably made about 10 feet in.
So he's about 40 feet away.
He was 60 at first. He's moved 10, so he's 50 total
Oh,
and
okay.
moving.
All right. Should I roll for initiative, or can I shoot at him? Or
You would like to shoot at him if that's up to you?
I mean, he just kind of attacked us, so I feel like the response is warranted.
Yeah, Reagan's in too much pain to think about any.
Open,
Opening
an open,
attacks.
unprovoked attack on our ship is kind of an act of war. So
You're
Actually
gonna shoot one of the paladins of Athos.
motherfucker coming, trying to light our boat on fire. Bitch, I don't know you.
That's
You would
my
like to
first- I
fire?
don't know you.
You would like to fire, you may.
Bitch, I don't know you. What are you doing to my damn friend here? He does not look like he's having a good time. Does Reagan seem like he's in like
Oh yeah, he's in
visible
pain. Like he resisted, but he still took damage.
I was
Dog.
like,
Is.
okay then. All right. Well, will this count as a first round, or I was gonna attack? Or
abilities.
what was that?
You would get all of your abilities, sure. Go for it.
Okay, I just wasn't sure about the number of things to be able to be done. So I probably place a hunter's mark on him, and then let's do it with the. He's 50 feet away, so yeah, we'll use the big crossbow because that's got more range.
for it.
And we'll fire 2 attacks at him. Let's see here.
Go for it.
Let's see if we can hit. 1. That doesn't hit. 2. Ooh, natural 20.
So as you fire the first of your bolts, it fires true to almost dead center of his armor, and as it approaches, you see him reach up with a gauntleted hand almost effortlessly and grab the arrow out of the air. The second one, almost hidden in the shadow of the first one, approaches, and this time he doesn't catch it as he draws the blade on his left and cuts into the bolt, splitting it into 2 pieces. You see then the 2 pieces arc to the sides and hit. Looks to be like a merchant or a dock hand behind him.
It's a nat 20. Wow, Reed. What?
The plot armor is strong with this one.
What in the name of haterade?
There
It's
are
a natural
abilities.
20, dog. Like
There are abilities that can negate natural 20s.
you was such a
Don't know what to tell you. But I
Stop
think
hating.
now it's going to be a great time for us to take our first break for the day.
Uh,
We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back in about 15 minutes to continue this story and see what happens next. So please take a moment to take care of whatever you need to do, and then come right on back, and then we will see what happens next.
I knew it.
No, there's an annoying number of.
All right. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our vampire game.
Wait, what?
Hopefully
Oh.
our people. Oh, I
Our
said.
vampire
Dungeons and
game?
Dragons
Well, it is.
game
It's going to
time.
be a vampire game in a minute, you guys. Because
Yeah.
they might get
'Cause we're all
burned to
gonna
death.
die.
If they get burned to death, then if they die, then Vampire the Masquerade is coming back a lot sooner than I thought. But to be serious, welcome back to our D&D campaign. We are going to dive right back in as our party has encountered a man in very long, very nice armor. For those of you who happen to meet this individual once upon a time at the beginning of our story, you recognize him from the church when you were not quite working for the festival as hard as you could have been, and some of you were pulling deceitful tricks on other people working there, getting them to date you when you didn't have to show up. So-
Oh, it's the dude that's supposed to go on a date?
Oh,
It's
no.
supposed to be the dude that's...
It was there. You did meet him at the same time. But that being said, they are approaching they are approaching at a very sedate pace. They are not in a hurry. They managed to grab hold of the bolts, the magical bolts that Axel had fired.
Magical pebbles.
I think bolts sound cooler, but if you want
It
to say you're
does.
shooting tiny rocks at them, then fine.
I mean, that's what the weapon says. It says it
Hey,
shoots
you know,
tiny
it's you.
rocks, little snowballs, ice
I will
balls.
respect your plan. You are firing small rocks at the paladin
Just
of
trying
the
to
sun.
keep it canon.
Reagan is still enduring this large sphere of radiant energy. So I ask the rest of you, what are you doing?
Oh, Aspen completely steps forward. Flame breath just snorting out of his nose through the mask as he mentions to the individual. He doesn't attack immediately because he assumes, based upon the location, or based upon his get up, I guess you could say, then perhaps he is some official member here in this location. But he steps in front of the individuals and says, "Excuse me, I am the captain of the ship. You did not request permission to come aboard. State your business or depart."
You trying to intimidate him?
Yes. Oh, he's a Gold Dragon. You're trying to come upon a Gold Dragon's territory, their horde. Oh yeah, that's not happening.
You may attempt to roll it.
All right. Oh yeah, that's a synthetic 20.
You speak to him, and he does notice you. He does look at you. You aren't sure if he is concerned or not, and he doesn't break his stride. But he doesn't actually say anything.
This was your one chance to do this without coming to blows. I'll give you this one offering to state your business. If you do not say anything, well, you only have one other option, and you're not going to like it.
Doesn't say anything.
All right. Well, if that's what it is, that's what's going to happen. Blows is coming. Might as well go ahead and create the initiative because Ash is about to release terror upon this individual.
Go ahead. You may take an action.
I can take action? Okay.
Yes.
What would I like to do? You know what? I think they're going to use
Oh boy.
their Drake. They're going to have their Drake come by and then roar in front of his face and then unleash an attack on this individual. All right. Prepare. Oh, so that's a Okay. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
And what are you attacking him with?
He's attacking with a few strikes. So he has an extra 1d6 of cold damage coming his way. And of course, and a bite attack. It's pretty much all wrapped up in one.
As you go in to attack, you see him pull the blade that he's keeping on his right side, and instead of bringing the actual edge part forward, he brings the grip out, and just as your claws begin to bring down into it, he blocks the attack with the back of the blade before resheathing it and continuing to move forward.
How many legendary actions?
It's either legendary actions or it's a reaction. No, it can't be a reaction because this is all in one turn. So he would have used his reaction already to block Axel's move. So if he used that move already, then yeah, that doesn't make much sense. Okay. Well, yeah, in that case, they're going to go ahead and have summon creature out, and he's going to get attacked twice at the same time. This time, of course, with the Drake. Oh, you know what? No, the bow's made of wood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
It is, but it is not in regular wood. It is treated wood.
See, you say things like that, Ree, and then you turn around. I lied, dog. The whole boat's burning. You wasted
Yeah.
50,000
That's not
gold,
what I
dog.
said.
Even
Yeah.
That
It
is
was
not
treated with
accurate.
gasoline, dog.
Yeah.
It
It
just-
was treated. I didn't say treated with what, dog. Like, no.
He just hit your boat with the sun. So if you think your fire is hotter than the sun, then don't use it. But if not, then you should be fine.
most wood doesn't
It
spontaneously
was literally the
combust
sun.
anyway.
Everybody would have died. Like,
Listen, this is D&D, all right? I can hit somebody with a meteor and it doesn't break the earth, all right? Relax. We aren't using complicated physics here, okay? We'll be
right.
good, all right? We're not... Listen, kids, if you're watching this is not accurate physics.
if kids are still awake, it's past your bedtime. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Well,
You shouldn't be here.
Go to sleep. Yes, if
Go to sleep.
you're watching, go to sleep.
all right. Well, I mean, I already done my turn, but I mean, if I could do, well, I mean, see if anybody else would do anything before I go for a second attack.
Does anybody else wish to do anything?
I'm just gonna shout at him and be like, can you not ruin our boat? Because we're gonna go on a trip. Do you want to come with us or something?
I agree with Dewdrop. Can we take this off the boat? There are crews down below. They're kind of innocent people. Please don't sink the
Yeah.
boat and these people.
Like, if you're a good guy, you wouldn't hurt all these people, right?
Roll a persuasion check.
With persuasion?
It's advantage, right?
With what?
That's a help action if
Just
there ever
roll
was.
it.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Layla can help. It can
With
be
advantage, you said?
I did say
Alright.
this, yes.
That's what you said. With advantage. Oh, sorry. How you roll that? That is 19.
Reagan, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Another 5.
You are really bad at
I
this.
don't
You
understand.
said that last time, fam. You said that last time. You said that last time.
So as you say that, you see him.
Dex check,
He-
I swear.
He hesitates for a moment before kind of fiddling with his fingers as if he's debating with himself, and you see the kind of golden sphere that had been engulfing Reagan and Pila before begin to move. You see Pila almost like she's moving through a viscous liquid, kind of emerges outside of this bubble with minor burns, but you see it close tighter around Reagan, excuse me, who was pulled off of the ship.
Oh
Either-
no, is he like floating outside of the ship now? Oh no. Dockside or waterside?
Dockside, he's being pulled
Oh.
closer.
Wait, so what, is he like levitated? Like, is he paralyzed? Like, what's happening?
He looks more like he's trapped in a sphere. And then the sphere is being moved.
Thank you for listening. Can you release our friend, please?
Reagan, we're gonna work on your ability to avoid things. It's fine.
What is happening? This is our boat, legitimately. What is going on? And if you could please release my friend while we're having a conversation, since you did attack us first.
Believe you all were there when Captain Valerie's ship was harmed, right?
I'm sorry, what?
You all were there when Captain Valerie's ship was destroyed.
I have no memory of this boat.
What?
Yeah, Layla wasn't there. Yeah.
Drop was.
I'm not understanding what's happening.
Either this is a genuine deception check or Glaza genuinely doesn't remember.
It is a deception check.
Okay.
And you remember we destroyed a boat.
All right, I'm just checking.
We didn't destroy the boat.
Somebody
I
else
was
destroyed
on
a
the
boat.
boat.
We were not.
Right.
We were trying to save
We
the
were
lady.
nearby when
Roll-
somebody else blew
Roll
the boat up.
deception. Roll deception.
You know what? It's not really a deception. I didn't destroy any boat.
That's a technicality.
He said you were there
Yeah.
when
Oh,
the ship
okay.
was destroyed. You're not
Fine.
saying you destroyed it.
I said I don't
You're not
remember.
trying
a
to
boat being
technically a
destroyed.
paladin. They're not very good
Whatever.
at nuance. Do not-
Actually,
Actually, that is a 19 plus
Because-
1, so it's a dirty 20. You bitch. Sorry,
He also
got a little
rolled.
excited.
He also rolled a dirty 20.
What?
Yeah, y'all say goodbye to Reagan. He ain't coming.
Can we please talk this out?
You
I
not?
don't believe there's much for us to talk about. You all have someone you shouldn't, and it appears that this child of Ardos has not been revealing such information. That is treason against the church.
I
Can
mean,
you speak a little louder?
we
It's
have been.
done.
We also have been a little busy. He just hasn't gotten around to telling you guys just yet.
I would like to think a child of divinity and underworld would be the top of someone's concerns. It also appears that you all also knew about this.
You
How
about
did
what?
you infer that?
Wait, of course, Aspid steps forward and says, well, yes, and your point? Everyone deserves to live and survive. That same viewpoint was the people attacking the undead not too long ago. This is no different. This is your chance to be different. Hand over my friend back. Allow us to depart.
I will be taking the other woman.
So
You
it's
can
a
give her
step.
over to me, or I can take her.
Again, this is my ship. No one's being handed over. You have to return my friend to us. You are taking our friend against his will. Unless it's somehow against some law. Reagan, did you perform some illegal activities? Well, looks like he gets.
It doesn't seem like he did.
I take that as a no. So, so you have no jurisdiction here. No laws was broken. You have nothing
Also, we're on international waters.
Hey,
We're
this
on
is
a
my
boat.
ship. This is my ship. So again, return our friend to us.
It's not at all international water.
We know the law.
First of all, everything under the sun is Ardos's domain. I do not need permission to
It's
exist
not true
anywhere
at all.
You
near.
done goof now.
According to the law, it's not how that works.
Try to that in the Dragon Empire and see how that goes.
Yeah,
Very
Exactly.
you just
Very
We
told
funny.
fly
a whole
under the
dragon
dragon guy.
that what they have is not there.
Like, are you serious? You are trying.
He begins walking again, this time faster.
Oh, you think you're gonna get away?
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, if he's trying, we're going to take our friend back. Let's see.
Walking towards the ship, to be clear.
He's walking towards the ship.
He wants that smoke. Well, they
Okay.
want that
He's
smoke.
he's coming for Pila.
He wasn't
All
actually
right.
on the ship yet. He was still a ways away.
And
Wait,
yes,
what?
and
Mhm.
he was not on the ship. He was 60 feet away when you guys first started this encounter and has been walking closer to you.
Mhm.
And then when Dewdrop said, "Don't burn the ship," and you don't want to hurt the innocent people, he kind of considered it for a moment and then moved Reagan off of the ship. But then Pila didn't come, so now he's coming to get Pila from you.
All right. Well, in that case, Hunter's Mark.
At the moment, Reagan's sphere is moving behind him, so it's following him.
Well, not Hunter's Mark. He's going to need to make a DC 14 straight saving throw.
Paladin yawns.
17.
17?
17.
All right. Oh, he's not entangled.
So your vines attempt to come up from beneath him. They immediately are burned away by radiant fire.
Let's see. All right. When he sees the movement that's taking place, he's going to go right in front of Pilaf, and he's going to. Let's see. Well, I mean, anyone else do anything before I go to my next move? Because I'm not going to be doing all this stuff.
Reagan, make me a wisdom saving throw, please. I'm trying to help. I'm
Do
trying
we have
to
any
be,
buckets of water we can just pour
Dirty
Reagan
20.
into?
Thank you. Okay, that's something.
You
I'm going to create
it
water.
takes some it
Man.
takes some effort, but you are able to slowly begin kind of forcing your hands through this sphere. It seems to be made more out of light than fire, and you can even see that the burns are more radiant than heat. And as you're able to pull, relying on your celestial heritage, you are able to pull yourself out of this sphere. Roll me a deck save to see if you can avoid falling on your face.
I gotta make 2 saves in a row. Okay.
Listen, dog, I don't know why your dex is so low.
A
man.
4. I've been
All right, well-
rolling low. It's
Dex
not that
is
it is low. I've just been rolling low.
low. You fall out of the sphere and you land onto the deck of the ship, but you land on your face.
What's the fall
And
damage?
the rest of you can see. You're not high enough in the air for fall
Okay.
damage. You would feel that much.
Just
The rest of you can see
wounded
there are
pride.
clear burns along his armor and arms. What are the rest of you doing? He is now, this mysterious person is about 30 feet away.
So I did my turn. Again, I'm going to get everyone else a chance before I do
Layla
something.
Dewdrop.
I'm gonna create water. Wait, he's already out of the sphere, right?
Yep.
You're fine
Now he-
already, right? I don't need to
Oh,
drop water on him
Harsh.
anymore.
He landed on his face, so
How much damage did you get, my friend?
Just 9 points of damage.
All right.
Mm.
Well, I'm going to cast healing word on him.
Yippee. Thank you.
So let me just roll it. 9.
Ooh, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What? Your healing magic wash over you.
Oh,
Okay.
Layla, I believe you're the
You
only
okay?
person
Regan.
outside of Reagan to not act.
No, Axel hasn't either.
Yeah. If it's a new
Axel,
turn.
Axel tried to shoot him, so we're
Oh, we're
trying to
still on
get
that first
everybody
turn?
to have.
Okay.
It's not so much his turns, but they want to get everybody
Right,
to have
right.
at least do something. Let everybody do something before we start letting other people do second things.
Let everybody do something before I.
All
crush
of
your
these are
hopes.
supposed to be happening at the same time, so
Right.
time
No
is a
doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
I'm looking at
Send them back to.
Layla runs.
Send him to Texas.
she is going. He is going. To need to make her a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom magic.
You're the first
Interesting.
Yeah.
Paladin.
You're
Go
waiting
ahead.
for Layla to be the
That's
first
what
person.
I'm just like, she doesn't have anything else.
Oh, wisdom's great, because they're charisma based. So
18.
what?
Dang it.
Yeah.
Let's see what
They're,
like what.
they're proficient in
That
wisdom
went
and
that
charisma
went that
saving
went
throws.
that went that went
Oh.
right past her DC anyhow.
Oh no.
She was trying to cast Enthrall on him.
Wait,
That
they're
would've been
proficient
amazing.
in charisma
Yeah.
and wisdom, and not what you call it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought
very
they were-
bold of you. So very
Look,
bold
all
of
of
you,
her
Layla.
spells, but like one are all
Bold.
wisdom saves.
Bold. All right, I believe. Well, Reagan, it's your turn. So you see this happening. Reagan, you know that you've seen him and you've seen the magic. You know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is Paladin and Commander Malhir, also known as the Child of Atos.
Mm. Yeah, we screwed. So Reagan's gonna probably inhale, exhale a little bit, kind of like regain himself, and nod a dewdrop in response to "Are you okay?" After getting a good look, he's like, "Paladin Commander, ugh. Look, I can explain."
It's funny. Like, I haven't heard that since like a history
Yes.
from like a movie.
Yes.
The light of Idol shines upon us all. It does not discriminate. And since Idol shines upon us all are welcome to enjoy his love. And you're not one to stand between that.
And what he said.
Yes.
Therefore, leave me and my friends alone. Please. I have validated the order. I'll denounce it. It is only fair, it is only right. But do not harm the lady and do not harm my friends. Please.
You're free to do as you will. I have no interest in enslaving you or anything like that. However, the Lord is very clear. We ought to find this person. We ought to bring her to him. I have see no reason to refuse such things.
I can't let you do that. I said I would protect her, and that is what I will do.
All right. In that case, the Paladin Commander is going to reach the boat. So if there are any actions you all wish to take before he begins to attack you all, do so now.
Aspen, how quickly can this boat move?
Go. He'll tell the boat to take off.
It should have been gone. They
Mhm.
saw the violence.
And
Ain't
with
nobody
that,
start the
you-
engine yet?
and with that, Aspen is going to beef out their wings and fly away with Pela en route off the boat.
Reagan's gonna grin. For the record, big dog, I was gonna do that if you didn't.
And as they pick, because he has a 16 strength, so he just picks up peel off. It just says, "Hold on."
You said peel off.
Peel off. The right.
rice.
You're gonna tell me to get those Dragon Balls. Fire! Shoot! Do something.
So
Some
so
rice too,
Aspen is attempting to fly away. Everybody else?
Reagan's gonna maneuver himself in a position where he believes he could stop the Paladin Commander, which we all know that ain't happening, but he gonna try.
Dewdrop is gonna just stay on the boat, I guess. Like, what am I gonna do? They're flying away. All right. I'm gonna try and stop you.
The order is for the person to have the boat take off as well. So the boat is supposed to be heading out to sea right now.
Yeah.
So even if somehow he decides to stay on the boat, he would now have to worry about trying to swim through waters before making his way back to the shore.
I don't think he's worried about that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Dewdrop is vibing at the moment. All right, Layla,
I'm vibing at the moment. That is correct. Waiting.
Layla is just like watching Aspen take off a flight, just like, what is going on? Where? Oh, okay, that's a smart move.
Alright, yeah.
All them animals, and you elf. Oh, okay. You're doing your thing.
Okay.
You're doing your thing. Some animals would be
Okay.
nice.
All right. Wait, so Layla, what else are you just talking as well?
She's looking well, cause like now she knows that like Reagan's not on fire. Reagan has healed, and Aspen's off with
Pilaf.
Pila. So she's like,
Put me down.
she's like, well, I really don't have much else to do, and I really don't want to fight a paladin commander.
Cool. Axel, what about you? Do you share your friend's hesitation to fight a paladin commander?
Well, it doesn't seem like the attacks have been doing a whole lot, so, and his Corey has left. So Axel's presuming that he'll probably sod off and isn't going to engage in further hostilities unless necessary, especially since Reagan's not on fire anymore.
All right. In that case, I need for Aspen to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh well. No worries.
Is this a
You'll-
spell though?
Probably
It is a
the
spell.
All right, now that
light
Reagan is
again.
caught on counterspell,
At what level?
only third. He only has a third level as his highest.
All right. Roll a d20 and add your charisma saving throw. Yeah, your warlock charisma saving throw. No, add your charisma modifier.
All right, here we go. I was about to say. Yep.
Hmm.
12.
You'll see he kind of looks over at you, and the rest of you aren't sure what the expression on his face is. It seems to be a mixture of amusement and disappointment, but you see him flick his fingers, and parting from the sky above is this bolt of starlight that begins to fall down towards Aspen and Pila. I need you to make a dex save.
That would be a 27.
Okay. You do not fail, so you take, let's see, take half of the damage, which is nice.
And the damage is radiant, right?
Yes.
So that's cut in
Yes.
fourth.
So you take 13. You take 26, but then it gets
Cut it fourth. 26 divided by 4 is
6.
6.5. Yeah.
6.5. All right. That's a 6. He just roars after it, says, "I'm a gold dragon. What do you think?"
My pants sagging.
Right? Pretty much.
I walked up top the mountain like a dragon.
And then with that, he's going to have his summoned beast and his Drake attack this individual. So they're both with attack. Wait, yeah, so we all are still worried about initiative or?
No, I
Okay,
don't think initiative is going to be necessary for this.
All right.
Since like half of the team has decided to do nothing at the moment, so it'll be good.
All right. So go first with my Drake. 18. Oh yeah, that would be a 24 to hit. For the Drake.
What damage type is it?
Physical and cold.
So it's with slashing.
Yes.
And I take it it is non-magical at the moment.
The Drake. Well, the cold damage is definitely magical. The physical.
If it does,
sorry, it's piercing. It's piercing. But go ahead.
Is it magical? Is it magical?
It does not say.
Okay, then it would be non-magical. It would gain a feature that would say it's magical at some point.
Oh, okay.
If it was magical.
Are you sure?
It should. If it's magical damage, it would say somewhere on it that it's magical.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, the cold damage is still magical. But yeah, let me 1 second.
Big Companion isn't considered that. Well, it does say magically summon a drink.
Yeah, that's why I was like, should it? Yeah. Because like,
The question is the Drake itself a magical creature?
but yeah, because it requires a spell slot to. If somehow the Drake dies, I have to use a spell slot to bring him in. So I'm presuming that means they're magical. But that's why I'm not sure.
I shall allow it.
He's wondering if it's like a
Challenge.
summoned creature type of thing, where he can dismiss it.
I shall allow it to be considered magical.
All right. Okay. In that case. All
Why
right.
not
Well, so
merciful?
so it's 6 cold damage and then 6 piercing.
Your Drake manages to get through to him, and you see it kind of slash into the arm. And where you'd expect for the claws to dig deeply into his flesh, it leaves a very small streak of blood that kind of drips down his shoulder.
All right. And then for the summoned beast. 22 to hit for the second one. For the summoned beast.
He doesn't seem to react to the beast at all.
Okay. Oh.
This is going
9
fast.
points. 9 points of slash you for that one. That's it for me.
He doesn't seem to react as it slashes into the other arm.
All right. Yeah, I keep flying. I'm not like staying put. I'm flying off over the ocean. So I'm moving, taking my action to dash. And so that already puts me 120 feet. Yeah, 120 feet away from the boat. Since I took off with the what-you-call-it.
Run, Forrest, run!
Are
Pretty much.
Are the rest of you doing anything?
I mean, am I allowed to go again, or is the ball in there?
Sure, go for it. Go for it.
Reagan's gonna. It's not gonna end well. But it's really one of his only options.
Just distract him so that he's not looking at me when I shoot him in the head.
Let's summon some flying monkeys.
That's an option.
There's flying monkeys?
I knew you were the wicked whistle.
There's flying monkeys?
Mhm.
I had no idea they sorry. That's pretty awesome. I had no idea there were flying monkeys in D&D.
How do you feel about shoving?
For have fun.
I mean, you can always try.
Yeah, you can always try. Sure, it'll be fine.
Oh, the Paladin Commander is way stronger. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Flying monkeys.
Reagan's just gonna go ahead and try to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts. Trying to just interrupt it if it's a concentration.
Now, where is everybody oriented? Is what I want to know.
Well, I'm 200 feet away.
No,
120
I know
feet
where
away.
you're at. Yeah, you're far away in the sky, and I want to know, like, on the boat though, like Paladin Commander
Why is
came
that?
up.
Why is my Great Western Master on?
Is everybody
That should
just
not be it. What
facing
is it?
him, or
What I roll? Okay, I rolled a 17 on that first one, and wow, 24 on the second one.
Also hit.
Okay,
damage.
damage.
At the moment, he is standing more at the very first entrance of the boat. The rest, I'll let you all determine where you all are standing based on where you'd want to be standing.
I'm
Your
sure
Eldritch
Reagan-
Blast impacts the center of his armor before the force seems to kind of be dissipated. It doesn't seem to be as effective as you thought it would be.
Resisted to force damage? What?
What is this god armor, Ree? I hate you.
Of course he has got armor.
maybe he's the nameless god you've been looking for? And you just
We have
pissed him
many
off.
nameless gods. This
Well,
is
he
not
has a
God.
name according to Ree.
This isn't a god.
All right, bonus action. Ree's like, please just leave the lady alone. That's his bonus action. He's not trying to go full on attack. He did that knowing it wouldn't damage him that much, but for it to be like ineffective. Well, dang.
He's like, please, I'm very pathetic. Please let us go.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. He ain't too proud to beg.
Roll a persuasion.
Alrighty.
Damn you! You can't be doing that.
Natural
already.
20, total 27. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm too proud to beg in the natural 20.
All right, I guess I'll let you
Proud to
go.
beg. I ain't too proud. You got the full oil ensemble in there. Got the entire singing in the background and everything. You got the gospel singers from Hercules singing that in the background.
Girl, I'm so in love with you, but I refuse to let you go.
You see him hesitate for a moment. He kind of looks at you and then looks back at Aspen, clearly debating whether or not he should continue attacking. This is the path you wish to walk.
Yes.
Very well. I won't kill you all this time.
Yippee.
Consider it a forgiven debt. The next time we meet, I will have to kill all of you, though.
Reagan nods, because I'm pretty sure he knows he ain't getting out of that one.
All right, bye.
Also,
was
if
like-
this boat is damaged, know that Aspen will most certainly sue you and the church into the ground.
We'll be sending an invoice.
Bam. Yes. That was the first. That's the first thing I was thinking about when we get to the Isles. I was like, animal messaging, send an invoice.
You all are truly amusing. Well, if I have to pay for it anyway, perhaps I should get my money's worth.
No.
Or
Commander, please.
Y'all will be talking too much.
or you don't have to do it and it won't be a big scandal.
Yeah.
You all are standing next to a person that is very clearly fiendish and angelic at the same time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds like blasphemy to us.
I mean, I'm
You are
fiendish.
working very hard to make me go back on what I just said.
I was just saying goodbye.
Wait, standing next to them?
Well, he was gesturing at Aspen as if they're flying in the distance.
Oh, okay.
He has no idea what's happening anymore at this point in time. Completely
Yeah, I
left
thought-
field.
I thought you were talking about Reagan. Because the only one that was standing was Reagan. And I was just like, because Pila has been taken off into the sky. So I was just like, wait, what?
Well, he did half snitch earlier, to be fair. That's why I was like, that's valid.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, there's. Well, I'm not there, so I can't really hear. So, but. OOC.
Look, and there is a bright flash of golden light. Paladin Commander is gone.
Teleport! Oh my gosh. Reagan is just
How does a paladin have
bullets.
teleport? That makes no sense.
we didn't hack the system. That's what happened.
A paladin only gets 5th level spells. A teleport is 7th.
It doesn't mean it's magic. It can be an item.
We got like 9 magical items. What is he, like Paladin Artificer?
We don't know what they got.
Layla's using prestidigitation to send sparks up to see if she can get Aspen's attention.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Aspen's about 300-ish feet away at the moment, dog. Aspen's gone.
There's perfectly innocent. There's perfectly innocent.
Oh yeah, it's with those diva hearts.
Can anybody just like shoot like fire up into the air to get his attention? Because if not, he is going to be to the aisles before we are.
Reagan will Eldritch Blast in the
Flying
air.
for weeks. Flying for weeks. Yeah. When Aspen sees was presuming a flare, it's kind of hard to see from a distance. He's going to look at Pila and says, I think we should be good to return. We have to keep an eye out for this group of individuals going forward.
So we already hit. We're ready. The boat's like ready to go, right?
No,
So,
the
like,
boat was
boat's been
supposed to be
going.
leaving. The boat's
Right.
been going, right? So isn't it out to sea already?
Nope, that boat didn't move at all.
yeah.
It didn't listen to the captain.
It didn't know at all.
The
Wow.
captain's gone now, so
The captain said go before
Go.
they took off.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it was meant to
listen.
be. It was meant to be like somebody
Listen.
running and then the car going.
Listen,
Here
at the
comes
same
that
time.
hatred. Here we go.
The paladin commander showed up and started throwing sun at people. They hedged their bets, dog. They hedged their bets.
Oh, when they're about to get a dock and pay, that's for sure. You don't pay $50K for them not to listen to the captain. That's for sure.
That sounds like an internal affair.
Under normal situations, when God shows up, it's like, nah.
Oh yeah, everyone about to get a quick.
They're losing. They're losing.
when Layla notices the boat hasn't moved, she's gonna turn to one of the sailors and go, "Can we leave now?
yes, I
We
think
were
we should
supposed to
leave.
be gone like 10 minutes ago."
Let's go, sailors. Let's go.
Sure.
Mm.
The boat does begin to move at this point.
That is so tragic.
Mm.
They didn't move what the captain said. Bro.
Yeah, as we return, it's just like we're gonna need to have a conversation with everyone hired on board within the next hour. And that's that's their statement as they return. back.
Just because I want to see this, we're gonna compress time here because let's see what happens at this conversation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm presuming this is after we've taken off because the order still stands for people to, of course, go out to sea. So Aspen sits down at the table with all the crewmates that was there and says, "This is my first time meeting you all at once. There was an order given not long ago. We as adventurers are often placed in ordeals where we need to be able to make fast actions when necessary. When an order was given, as the captain, And as a gold dragon, I expect that order to be followed.
You just outed yourself big time.
Oh, they don't care.
You're a dragon.
If you all cannot fulfill these orders, let me know now, and we will definitely make sure that you are able to return back to the city with no pay involved. I will not be providing extra gold to anyone who cannot fulfill orders. Is that understood?
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, yeah.
You understand me.
Pretty much. And the only reason why... What?
Layla's just patting Aspen in like bardic inspiration just to
Wait, how are you inspiring Aspen?
You tell him. You tell him.
you
That
got
is-
this. You've got this. Show them that you mean no.
You're the
take-
boss.
You're the
You're
boss.
the owner.
You're the man now, dog.
Mechanic-
You're the man
mechanics
now.
of the game allow this, but I do not want to. That is not enough.
Embrace it.
What
What's
is-
that? A DA or a
Wait.
D6?
Well. Since I have proficiency in intimidation, does that help?
It doesn't help if you're just patting him on the arm and saying they're there. That's
And-
not really
and-
intimidating.
Have you ever seen that
and-
done?
Ring padding.
And
Yeah.
giving
Go
like
do that.
the
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
she's giving the glare that
Yep.
she gives when she's like, I would really, really, really like to be upset at
You
some
could either give bardic inspiration or advantage, but you can't
The
help
angry
people.
pad.
in two separate ways.
I'll give advantage.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Perfect. All right. That's already a good roll. And... 19.
It's charisma day, apparently.
Yep, 23. This dice, oh, go ahead. But 23. This dice has been incredible right here. This green dice, gold draconic, a green draconic dice is just, we don't care you gold dragon. We bring you in hot today.
What was your total?
23.
Westry looks at you and he goes, with all, I don't recall agreeing to fight off the Church of Ardos for any of you people. You also scorched the ship before we left. The sun magic.
Wait, repeat the second statement. You said we scorched the ship?
You in the royal you, as your problem. It's-
This is our ship.
If
Is
you
this
want
insubordination?
If you want me to have my people fighting gods and religions, then you all have to pay considerably more.
You can't tell us that when we on the boat in motion. That's extortion, dog. What is it?
Kick him off the
Oh,
boat.
So is bringing the holy church down on people who didn't ask for it.
First of all, we didn't
That
bring
was not in the
Yeah,
negotiation.
we didn't bring it in church. They came at us.
The church came to us.
We didn't come at the church. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. So and they about to learn today. So
He
as-
looks pointedly at the half demon, half god lady sitting near you all.
I don't believe any of us asked you to fight. We asked you to move your asses and get the ship moving.
Yes. No one was
Exactly.
Very
asking.
clear
Yeah, bitch.
that the paladin commander did not want that to happen.
The paladin didn't
Mm.
command us to stop.
The paladin commander doesn't even. Oh no!
Yes.
This paladin commander doesn't own the boat.
This is amazing. Reagan's quiet though. Reagan's
So
quiet.
So what you're telling me here is that your word and the things that you're looking to doing in the ship is not reliable. In that
What I'm
case,
telling you is if you all are going to insist on bringing who knows what onto this ship, then you all are going to have to come clean with quite a few things. My people did not sign up to be hunted by the church because you all have gotten yourselves into who knows what.
So you think we knew we were going to be hunted by the
You
church?
have a person who was disguised on the
Well,
ship.
yeah. Well,
Why
yes.
were they disguised? Why were you hiding that from us?
Why was they hiding? Sorry,
That's
that
the
made
church being on Lady
Because
Pila.
you knew that they were gonna hunt her down,
Mhm.
and she was hiding.
Thanks for that clarification. I was just
Yep.
like,
You remember, Big Dog? That was the whole thing about, can you hold this disguise? Can you be detected by the church? Yeah, I can hold this spell for weeks.
okay. Thanks for that recap. Bye.
So Reagan is gonna
more,
move,
That's more my
like,
player
To be
already.
more
Okay.
protective of Lady Pila, you're gonna see him move to kind of get in between the rest of the crew and her.
So that's my fault. Player forgot
No, you
that
good,
part.
Big Dog. We got you.
So let me back let me backtrack that a bit. So they're going to look towards the others and say, we may have got it off on the wrong footing.
No.
No.
Get off our boat. We'll hire somebody else. A bitch.
No.
Reagan is frowning, but has no room to talk.
They're
We gotta establish authority. Fear.
oh no
Assert dominance.
this is still my boat, and I paid money for this purchasing for this boat, but they do have a right to not be here against their wishes. So that's why I say the offer still stands. Now that you are aware of this, you definitely have the opportunity to leave if you believe you're too much in the hot seat. And
They just want an explanation.
we definitely have enough money to be able to afford another crew. You only were paid for this endeavor. Once we get to our endeavors, you can depart. Or, if you wish to
Where
stay
do
aboard,
you think you are going to find a crew that wants to be on the opposite side of the Church of Autos?
it's safe to say the Church of Autos may be a big deal here in Alexandria. But if you were to go to, say, my home country, we have little to no knowledge of this church at all. So I understand
You
your
are going
reverence.
to sail across multiple continents with just the 5 of you?
Reagan will try to pitch in at this point once he's kind of gotten his bearings, if you allow it. 'Tis your
Well,
crew,
yeah.
Big Dog.
Sure.
Well, yeah, you can say something you want. I'm not like only one speaking. Everyone can talk about it.
Well, it's your crew. That's the thing. Like Reagan's gonna look to you and be like, "I want to usurp your authority. It is your ship, and
Well, I'd be
currently
like-
your crew."
Well, I'd be like, are you asking like a question or were you just going to say something? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure
Well,
if you were.
Reagan's looking at you first to see if it is open to him, because Reagan sees it as like, "This happened. This is my fault."
Well, yeah, I'm again. You can speak if you want to speak.
Well, then Reagan will calm down and he'll stand up. You know, like, you all are, I suppose, in debt to know what is going on and what the situation is. It is true that I am a paladin, and I served the Church of Eidos. At least I did. Right now, I'm not quite sure. But in our travels, we came across my lady here, whom was released in our care. And in doing so, apparently the church is not too fond of that. I protect her because I believe that all whom exist under the sun have a right to live as they choose. If they choose to do wrong, we deal with it accordingly. If they choose to do right, then they should have the right to do so. But know this, friends. I will protect Lady Pila here. No matter what the cost, no matter who's upset, no matter who's working for the church secretly.
Just imagine, think of it this way. You come from a location where you gathered together to make sure you didn't feel the prejudice and sabotage associated with your kind. The undead shared a very similar aspect. They were once haunted, not given the proper respect due to what they were,
Reagan flinches in Paladin.
and now has formed their own kingdom and now even has a what's the word I'm looking for? What's that? Those houses where
Embassy.
embassy, yes, embassy. Thank you. Has an embassy, quite literally in Alexandria, which I'll be honest is kind of hypocritical if they're acting like this towards her. Yet still allow a dead. But I digress. You all should know quite well the experience of being prejudiced for being for what you are. And yet they're just performing the exact same act here.
Hey, can roll me a persuasion check with advantage. Miss
Yippee!
Pila is, now that she's no longer hiding her nature, there is a sense of awe that has been spreading throughout the under portion of this ship.
What does she got? Majesty?
Those are both actually kind of low rolls for Reagan, but that's an 18.
What's it? 12? What 12 plus? No, 11. Oh, 11, yeah. Slightly above average, yeah.
Yeah, you rolled a 10 and an 11, but with plus 7, that's 18 is his highest.
You see Austri begin to speak, and then when a woman who is very clearly looks to be like maybe in her early 50s, she is missing her right arm, and you can see the traces of this kind of blackish fur along both arms and her legs, and she kind of stands up and goes, "Well, I for one don't mind fighting the church. It's been a long time since I fought anybody. Lost an arm the last time. Maybe I'll get to do something cool this time. I vote we keep going. Either we die soon or we get a song written about us in person. I see both of those as being
Oh, this
equally
is Simia.
valid."
This is
Absolutely
Simia High.
Simia.
This is Simia High.
And you see, and then when she finishes, the woman that spoke with Dewdrop before goes, "I mean, this is what I would expect from someone from Minnesota, to be honest. I'm surprised that we didn't die, so maybe we'll get to keep living." And as they speak, you see the rest of the crew, each one beginning to chime in. And then after a few moments, Sves looks at you all and goes, "You all are a bunch of fools."
Reagan nods affirmative. He knows that about himself.
Man, you know we don't got time for these folks. They just being a pain in the ass. We gotta keep going. We gotta make our own kingdom. We just gonna leave all this shit behind.
If your goal is to not be killed, then we'll have to change up our path.
Go on.
Yes.
Our current path is the well-trodden one, which means that everyone knows where it's going to go. I can fix it. Better not be getting us killed. Bunch of foolish rats. And you see him march off deeper into the ship. And with that, I think that's where we're going to wrap up our adventure for the evening. As our adventurers have had their first run-in with the Church of Ados.
Well, second, technically.
We shall...
but-
Yeah, what does it count? You guys were on the same side before. No, not much. No, not so much. But now that our story has come to its end this evening, we're going to go ahead and let our wonderful people reintroduce themselves and tell you where you can find them doing all the cool stuff that they're doing. And this time we're going to start with Glyza.
Hey, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. Today I play Dewdrop the Genasi from Minnesota. I'm a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host. I'm a writer. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a talk show host of a show called Trial Run. It's a show where I interview different TTRPG personalities, creators, players, GMs, and everything else in between. I create a character with them and run them through a quick one-shot. Speaking of TTRPG personalities, I am one as well. To see all of the stuff I'm in, just check out bio.link/classical Glyza for my schedule this week. The really important one is the one for Saturday, where I will be playing Hooked on You, the Dead by Daylight dating sim, to raise money to get my friend to Germany to safety. But you know, if you forget all that, just look for me at Classical Glyza everywhere on the socials, especially on Twitter, because not only do I make all my announcements there, I can be really funny if you follow me on there. And I guess I'm a delight a little bit. Yeah. Thank you. Next.
Or Sir Monolith, your turn.
Hi, I'm at Sir Monolith on the Twitters, and I play here right now, and then I have another upcoming game here on Ree's channel that you should keep an eye out for because that is going to be a fun one. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet here on this front since our the other show I was in on Sundays has been cut a little bit short due to some real life issues, but that's okay because you can keep an eye out for all of the future stuff. But mainly keep an eye out here on Ree's channel, and because there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming up sooner rather than later.
All right, next up, Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira858. Once again, I play Aspen, and even though I almost had to deal with I did have to deal with a disobedient crew on the first day, it was still quite a bit of fun. Of course, you can be able to find all of our content listed on the twitch.tv/Kira858, as well as the Cookout TTRPGs. We have a wide variety of TTRPG goodness. We just recently had, the Marvel's new Vanguard, which latest episode was released specifically on YouTube. We were able to battle back the tech gremlins that was selling us for most of the week. So make sure to check that episode out because it was a lot of fun, a whole lot of great times. And yeah, there's a couple of new projects that will be coming along the way. One that has already been announced called The Expanse. Which, if you have watched the Amazon Prime sci-fi TV show, is based upon that TTRPG universe. So you can be able to find me there on Thursday, starting September 8th at 8 o'clock p.m. I think it's Eastern Standard Time, on The Greater Restoration. And there's a couple other shows that will be coming out also in the near future. Some that I don't believe have been announced yet. Most of them have not been announced yet, so just keep an eye out on my Twitter at the Kira858, as well as the Cookout TTRPGs for all of our TTRPG news, Die Hard Dice giveaways, and more. And that's me.
All right, next up, Small Shadow Set.
Hi, I am Ari. I do things occasionally on the internet. Most of the time I am here, where I play Layla here, and then Sebastian on when Price of Power's on. I'm also over on Kira's channel where I do a couple shows over there on the Cookout TTRPG YouTube page. And on the Bear Pen, I am a storyteller and a player. I do have 2 projects coming up in September. One is going to be a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition show. The other is going to be a Hunter the Reckoning show. And since this is going to be a special little announcement, Ursa will be joining Undead in Dallas season 2 in November as a rather fun character, and everybody should come check him out when he gets there because he's going to be bringing hopefully some fun times with my group of emo vampires. It's fine.
Emo.
All right, last but certainly not least, Ursa.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I actually survived. Yeah. But y'all already know where to find me. Y'all can find me on YouTube. Y'all can find me SoundCloud. I am there. And you can find me on Twitch at Earthringer, where I'll stream again one day. And since R dropped the bomb, I can talk about a character that I play who punches like really hard, dude. Like really hard. And you can find me here again, playing on Arethian Nights, being Reagan Peril again, and you can find me on the Cookout TTRPG. And we're talking about that series now, big dog, aren't we?
Actually, it has not been announced just yet, but yeah, we talk about it briefly.
But y'all find me on another program on the Cookout TTRPG, which is Rivenwood Academy. Reruns ain't never hurt nobody. The other one, you just gonna have to stick around and find out. Take us home, Ree.
All right, and with that, our story has come to an end for this week. So please check back here next week to see how this wonderful adventure continues. Keep your eyes out to the socials this week because the trailer for our next show should be out very soon. and you'll get to discover what happens when, well, you'll see soon enough. I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy. We are going to find somebody to raid here, so stick around. I'm sure whoever it is going to be super cool. And see you next week.